A 22-year-old man is behind bars in Marion County after deputies say he shot a man multiple times, killing him. TV 20's Taylor Simpson joins us live from Lakes and Meadows neighborhood in Citra. Taylor, what did neighbors tell you what they heard?
Well, Dave, one neighbor told me he heard people yelling. Then a few minutes later, he heard multiple shots. According to the Marion County Sheriff's Office, it started with an argument which led to 56-year-old William Prey being shot and killed. The shooting happened at a home on Northeast 163rd Lane in Citra. Prior to the shooting, deputies were called out to the home as a woman was trying to get her belongings from Prey. Deputies left the scene, and that's when the situation escalated, and witnesses say Prey hit the woman in the face. The report goes on to say the suspect, 22-year-old Mike Jones Jr., took out his black handgun and chased the victim and shot him 6 or 7 times, killing Prey. Jones told deputies it was self-defense, and Jones has since been arrested and charged with second-degree murder and has a $1 million bond. Reporting live in Citra, Taylor Simpson, TV 20 News.